I've seen. It's one of those enemies you don't take seriously. You'll have fun watching it. Yeah, I got that impression. Me and my friend who I gave cancer to have Love Live fingers, we play too many rhythm games. Yeah, actually my pointer finger on my right hand has been bugging me today. Like, it's like, ouch. Since I don't care about Star Wars too much to watch the movie. I play the Star Wars MMO, so yeah. There you go. You're in too deep. I hate Sif now. I hope not, cool guy. That would be really sad if you're playing it this much and you hate it. At that point, I would be like, just stop. For your own sanity. Into derp. Girl I like is like 11. I cry. She's so cute. Don't say that too loud, Otaku-chan. That's all I'm saying. Remind me of FLCL a bit, which is my favorite anime. Really, what I watched of FLCL, I did not like Shizuku. But then again, it's like the same thing with Kill la Kill. Like, I watched a few episodes and I was like, I don't like this. We're rewatching Say I Love You. It's nostalgic. I'd never even heard of that one. Was that like a romance anime? I mean, it sure sounds like it, but I would imagine it as being like a high school romance/drama just by the title. It's weird because I haven't really watched much anime, over the past few years. But I kind of feel like I want to watch some anime right now, which is unusual for me. Like, that's like just finishing Cinderella Girls last night. That's the first series I've finished literally since Love Live. But I'd like to watch something that, like, I don't have to pay much attention to. Oh, that was real bad. But, kind of something that I can turn on in the background and, like, pay some attention to. Because that's how I basically ingest most of my media these days, honestly. Like, I'll be surfing around on the internet or playing a game, and I will... Well, usually I'll have YouTube on the side, honestly. I have some people I'm subscribed to, and I, like, watch their stuff all the time. But, yeah, I do it for other stuff, too. And right now, I'm hooked on XCOM 2. Like, I think I have over 70 hours in it already. I mean, granted, some of that is sitting at the menu and stuff. But even still, I think it probably is close to that. Watching 11 airing anime, Sue. Good lord, Shizuku. How do you... How? How? I couldn't even remember 11 anime's names. Unless it's like old stuff that I watched, a long time ago. Watched the whole thing and liked. The chat has basically become anime talk now, which I think is kind of funny. It's kind of like just background with me playing Sif. You'll come for the idols. You'll stay for the anime chat. Oh my god. It was weird, I like drew my finger away from the beat, but I like moved my hand too far, so I tapped Ren like way up here on the top right, and just kind of spiraled out of control. Anyway. I watched FLCL like 15 years ago. It's weird, there's a lot of layers to it, and has good watching value. I'm a big fan of 90s anime. Yeah, I watched a lot of stuff back then too, but I don't know, I didn't, like I said, I only watched like one episode of it, but and then again, like I loved like Excel Saga, which is a batshit crazy anime, so I don't know, maybe the humor just didn't resonate with me in the first couple of episodes. What do you guys think of the English dub of LL? I haven't seen it yet, Akrid, but I'd like to. Well, firstly, I have no life. Join the club, Shizuku. Oh, jeez. Well, goodbye, Sif. Yeah, I never watched Lucky Star either. I passed the point of having a life years ago, basically. Like nowadays, like all my, old friends have, they have their own work and stuff, so it's just like hang out and do my own thing most of the time. One of those animes that thrives on otaku culture quite a bit. I've never really watched one of those. Come for waifus, stay for random chats, and sometimes soap operas. Yeah, that's true too, Otaku-chan. You never know what you're going to get with chat. You think we'd all be here if we had lives. Sif had enough abuse. I still love you, Sif. Don't get me wrong. I legitimately still do have fun playing Sif, which I know probably sounds crazy. I mean, I'm like rank... what, like 2, almost 60? I don't even remember what player rank I am. But legitimately, I still enjoy it. And I think the reason I do still enjoy it, like from a young age, I enjoyed rhythm games. Because, like, legitimately, when I started playing Sif, it wasn't because I knew about Love Live. And, I was into, like, idol anime culture or anything. No, I didn't know anything about any of that. I got a tablet. At the point, it was like an Android tablet. And I was like, man, I wonder if they got any cool rhythm games on the tablet. So I looked it up. I found this. And it's all been downhill since, basically. I know a lot of people started playing because of the anime and stuff like that, but for me, it was kind of the opposite. I played, and then I found out that, there was an anime related to it and stuff, and yeah, when that order rather. But anyway, I don't think I finished. But basically, what I'm saying is, I liked rhythm games from a young age. I played like Bust a Move / Groove, if you prefer the English title, growing up. Like I had the imported version of that. I had Parappa the Rappa as a kid. Played that a lot. I played DDR when I was a teenager. I had like some home foam pads and stuff. I loved playing that. Had Guitar Hero, but I was less into that. And and then this has Muse, which is a band. I just love most of their music, so just between enjoying kind of the the music so much, and you know, just kind of in general loving rhythm games and stuff. I think that's kind of kept me playing, despite, you know, having done the same songs over and over and over again. Now, granted, when you're just grinding one song over and over in like token events and stuff, that can get really mind-numbing. That's why I like medley festivals much more. But at the same time, like, I don't like score matches very much. So there you go. Go figure. Score matches are just so slow to me. I should probably quit rambling and actually read chat after this song. Just off of my own little world. My own little idle hell, if you will. I am still FCing so far, right? I think. This is only the second song in this this medley. Pretty sure it's all starting to run together. It was the last one where I screwed up. Yeah, the last round. And that was like at the end. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We're still FCable this time. So these full support little procs could be helpful. I always just want to call them perfect lockers, but I mean they're kind of not, because they're always active. So I don't know. I don't have a good name for them. A lot of animes derived from each other these days. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, it's like all media, though, you know? Like, they always say, like, every story has been told at this point. And that's true if you look at it in the most broad sense of the word. Like, you know, every general tale has been told. But, you know, and like that, a lot of animes are derivative of each other, for sure. And there's so many tropes that animes love to reuse, and you see them coming. But I think it's in general which tropes you appreciate and you don't find boring and stuff. And that goes, you know, in general for a lot of storytelling. But, of course, anime, like I said, it has a lot of its own kind of tropes that it adheres to a lot of times. So, I mean, you know, it's easy to be cynical about that kind of stuff, I think, but you just kind of have to find, in my opinion, you know, the ones that kind of cater most to your tastes and try to not think about things too much. I found, personally, this is just me. For some people, I know this is just in general not how they like to ingest things. But I like to kind of just turn my brain off a lot of times when I'm watching stuff. Like, that's not to say that, you know, you don't listen and pay attention to what's happening, but I try not to think ahead too much, personally. Because if I do, a lot of times, and I mean, sometimes it's so obvious, like, you don't even have to think about it. You just see something. And it's like, okay, well, this is going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. But like, I have a really good friend of mine, you know, like my best friend for a really long time, and he's that type of person, though, who he will think about these things, and he'll do it while he's watching stuff, and he'll come out and he'll be talking about this stuff, and I'm like, man, if you would just sit back and relax and enjoy what you're watching, I really think you would enjoy some of this stuff so much more. But again, that's also part of who he is, and, you know, like, saying that may not even be something he can really control. Like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm rambling on to no end. Do you play Osu? If you're talking to me, no, I do not, Acrid. Shizuku plays Osu. I'm gonna scroll up a little. Oh, that's how you got into Sif too, Otaku-chan? lot of older anime felt like they were inspired more by real life, people and issues. Yeah, I can see that. Hey there, Phoenix Dragon. First stream I've been to. Got the game because my sister and her friends did. Then I watched the anime, then the movie. Then joined a Love Live dance cover group. Definitely fallen into idol hell. Yes, you must certainly have, Phoenix. But I hope it's a hell that you find worth staying in. I'm more into newer animes personally, but I can understand that appeal. I think it's just because, for a lot of us anyway, like we grew up with that type of anime. Otaku-chan. I play other rhythm games like Osu and I flat out suck. Yeah, I find that for me a lot of it's just practice. Like, I don't have a ton of natural rhythm, but like I said, I really enjoy these types of games, so I tend to play them a lot. The character types and genres have become so ingrained that it's obvious the creators are more inspired by 2D. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Shizuku. Absolutely. You're like, oh yeah, this is the One-chan character. You gotta find and try to take different takes on those tales to make them good. Too critical sometimes, love making fun of stuff as I watch them. Yeah, it can definitely be fun to do that with some of your buddies. Watch tons of slice of life. It's not like I'm on a high horse or something. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to say it like that, Shizuku. I'm just saying that it's easy to fall in that kind of trap, if you know what I'm saying. And you know, obviously, when you watch trash, it's still trash, even if you don't really necessarily think about it. So I'm not trying to come off like that, either. When I watched the Love Live movie, I definitely did think about, is this good from a critical perspective, but I still enjoyed it while watching. I definitely feel like the Love Live movie was a movie for fans, you know? But then again, I don't think anyone would go into the Love Live movie kind of expecting otherwise. So I feel like it's kind of okay. To me, like... the movie that I've always kind of touted as being just like that, like, it's actually not a great movie, but it's also basically fan wank. To me, it was Final Fantasy Advent Children, because, I mean, Final Fantasy VII had such a ardent fan base, and I was, and, you know, still kind of am part of that, because it was such a big part of my childhood and who I was growing up, essentially. Because I played it so much. And that movie, you know, is visually incredible. And the fan service in that movie is just off the chain. But it also doesn't make any goddamn sense on its own. I mean, it doesn't stand on its own at all. And really, from a perspective, critically as a movie, it's, like, not good, in my opinion. It's actually pretty bad. But, as someone who has played the game and stuff, you know, even though I kind of feel that way, I'm also like, well, you know, I can also kind of appreciate the parts of it that are clearly designed and, you know, targeted towards my type of person. So, I don't know. It's weird. I definitely didn't feel like Advent Children was this, oh my god, experience. But I also felt like, man, this was pretty cool from the perspective of like a visual presentation almost. I don't know. Anyway. As long as you guys enjoyed it, that's all that matters. That is true, Otaku-chan. I didn't really care for the story of the movie. I thought it was very cute, but the story didn't feel very well thought out. Yeah, I can see that too, Phoenix Dragon. To me, it was mostly the movie. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything because there are people who have not watched it. You know, it was a farewell. That is what I kind of feel like the movie was to me. And, you know, it was cute. They had a lot of songs, which I appreciated. And, it had some great moments, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I almost feel like the plot didn't really matter too much in the Love Live movie from the perspective of exactly what they were doing. Especially, like, the first half. But... anyway, I'm not gonna go too far down that road. When I think about the movie, definitely what I remember is the later half, anyway. But I totally see what you're saying. And I don't disagree. Wanda's on. It is hot as hell in here, by the way. It's like Satan's sauna in here. Usually I would have the ceiling fan running in here. But that just creates even more noise on the microphone end. So I turned it off. And my god. It's just all this hot, still air. It sucks. Even if you can find something good out of trash, that's good. Yeah, I mean, if you can. I think that's when we began to see the Square Enix that was always cutting edge with graphics, but no longer concerned with gameplay. Yeah, don't even get me started on Square Enix. They're so good. I mean, granted, they've done better work these past few years, it seems like, but it also is, a lot of it's like as a publisher. And it's kind of weird, because part of me is excited and really wants to believe in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I haven't enjoyed any Final Fantasy since anywhere near as much. I had fun with 8. I did not like 9. I enjoyed 10, but really just because of the gameplay. And 11 on, just no. Like, I'm out. 11, well, I shouldn't say that, because 11 I never played, but it was also a very traditional MMO, which wasn't really a thing I was into at all back then. Like, I would probably be more receptive to it nowadays, but I mean, MMOs themselves have changed a lot, and I think for the better in many ways. 12, oh, I never even finished it. I'd finished every Final Fantasy up until then, you know, the main Final Fantasies that were single player. But 12, I couldn't stand the gameplay, or lack thereof, really, because it was... most of that game was setting up gambits to have the gameplay itself, in my opinion. That's how it felt to me. And I did not like it. So I basically went off on my tangent, even though I said don't get me started. But I'm on it now. And 13, the story was so bad. So bad. The plot holes were something you could drive a freaking freight truck through. I meant to say freight train, by the way. But I couldn't decide on if I wanted to say truck or train. But yeah, it was so bad. And then 14, the MMO apparently is actually pretty cool. I played a demo of it, and actually what I played I enjoyed a little bit, but also I was like, I don't need another MMO. So really I shouldn't say every Final Fantasy since then, but I digress. Maybe 15 will be where they make a comeback. I have no idea. It sure seems like the gameplay looks cool, but anyway. Does the movie center a little bit around comedy? Oh, the movie of Love Live. It's definitely got plenty of funny moments. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it doesn't really take itself too seriously a lot of times, kind of like the anime. It's kind of got the same tone. You know, like it goes serious sometimes, but a lot of times it's silly. And actually, Shizuku just said that. I love to enjoy the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but anything I've heard so far, I have little hope. Yeah, for me, it's just kind of the track record. I mean, I haven't really heard any insider info or anything, but, you know, I do feel like it's a shame it's being cut into pieces, but I'm also like, well, if every piece was still good, I'd be okay with that, as bad as that sounds. I pray for Final Fantasy fans with the remake as an outside Kingdom Hearts fan. Yeah. You know, Kingdom Hearts is so popular, but I only ever played Kingdom Hearts 1. And, you know, like, I enjoyed it, but I also was like, I got what I needed to out of it, so I don't know. Kingdom Hearts seems like a pretty neat series, but I don't know, I also never really watched a ton of Disney growing up, so it probably doesn't have the same appeal to me as it does for a lot of people. I like FF8, 10, 7, 12, 11, 14... Oh, 14 1.0. Okay, gotcha. FF9, FF4. I haven't even played the Final Fantasies before 7, so basically I'm a poser. That's all the ones I've played, though, so... I hear you, Shizuku. My list would probably go FF7, FF10, FF8, FF9, FF13, FF12. But again, I mean, I'm not even including 11 and 14 because I didn't play enough of either of them. Oh, I didn't play any of 11, so don't even listen to me when it comes to regards to that. And I've only played 14 for probably like 3 to 4 hours. So I don't have anywhere near enough time into it to really say anything. But man, is it pretty. That is a good-looking game. Not that anyone's ever really said that Final Fantasy games don't look good, but, you know, for an MMO, man, that game is flashy and stylish as hell. I will give it props. I do want to one day, and I've said this for years, but I do want to play Final Fantasy 6 and 4, because those are the ones that people seem to say, you should play these. Some people say you should play Final Fantasy 3, it seems like. And I guess there are some 5 people too, but I don't think I'll ever put the time in to go back to those, but maybe 6 and 4 one day. We already talked about FF12, so I won't go into it. Yeah, that's probably for the best, Shizuku, because, yeah. We know. Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely the best, in my opinion. Seems like there was a reason I couldn't play 2 at the time. Was Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS2? I know there's been some weird stuff with the Kingdom Hearts series where you couldn't play them all on, like, one platform. Oops, that was stupid. And I do remember that souring me back in the day, but I don't remember the situation, because, again, you know, I never really put that much time into it. I mean, I played 1 a lot, but that was it. Nowadays, that matters less to me because, frankly, I'm much more of just a PC gamer these days. Oh, man, I am just sucking it up. I have a PS3, I have a PS4, though my brother is borrowing it right now. And I have a 360, but, you know, not an Xbox One or a Wii U. And I never will own them, because I have no interest in it. Even if something is exclusive, at this point, like it used to be, I'd be like, oh man, if this game comes out, I might have to get this system. Like, I got a PS4 basically for Persona 5 and, like, That's basically it. So I guess I can't say that I'm totally immune to that nowadays, but... But nowadays, basically, I don't worry about it too much if it's not something I can play. There's just so many games now. It's insane. I don't have enough time to play the things that I do want to play. That I have access to. Gameplay Z. I don't know, I never played Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 Shizuku, so I can't talk about that, but... There's a version on PS3 we can have all three of the main games. I have that one. Okay, I see. Yeah, back when I played it, I played one, rather, I should say. That was on PS2. But yeah, I don't remember the circumstances. My next FF will probably be 6 or Tactics, since I missed out on both of those. I'm an outlier, Shizuku, in that I didn't really like Tactics, but most people love it. So, you'll probably enjoy it. But I didn't like it. And mostly, I should say, that's not because the story isn't good or anything. It's very political. If you're into that kind of thing, you'll probably enjoy it. I thought it was a little too political. And, I don't know, the class system stuff is something I've never really enjoyed that much. So I didn't like that. But that's, again, that's just me. Personal preference, and I know a lot of people eat that stuff up. So... I had a Tactics disc that wouldn't save and lost my FF5 and 6 anthology back in the day. Oh, that sucks. Play more on my computer than my consoles. I love them, but there's a lot of good games out there I'd rather play than on consoles. Yeah, and frankly, I've become kind of like a... Well, okay, there's several things. A, it's just kind of a hassle to hook stuff up. And B, like, the frame rate on the systems is usually 30 FPS, which drives me nuts these days. Yeah, Persona 5, I can't wait. I'm such a Persona geek. FF4 is pretty hyped for me, but it didn't really grab me. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. It is pretty old, though, now. That's one thing I worry about is it's so hard to go back to some games now. Like, even FF7, if I played it now, I know it wouldn't live up to the way I remember it, but you can beat it in, like, 2 days. Yeah, but I don't know if I'd be able to play it that hardcore. But, who knows? The only FF I played was the first. Oh, wow. That's going back. Cool guy. FF1. A couple of side games for Kingdom Hearts, like on the DS. Yeah, isn't there like a card game or something? One of them has a really weird title, like Kingdom Hearts 1-256 or something. It's like, what? Japan, what are you even talking about? Not a fan of political. FF12 was like that. It also had the tactic class system. Yeah. Same with 11 and 14. Oh, there's 11 like that too? A friend of mine got more into FF14. He didn't stick with it, but he played a lot more of the demo than I did. I think he subscribed for a month. So he told me more about how that stuff worked. Like, I was literally still in the, like, the tutorial town by the time I finished with, like, my 4 hours with the game. I enjoyed it, but again, it was a matter of time for me. I wanted to try it, but, you know, like I said, I play Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm not gonna play another MMO. Not seriously, anyway. I like to dabble. But, so yeah, you know, it's not like I was going to really get into FF14 either way. But yeah, like, I've actually been playing some Warframe recently. I think that game is stylish as hell, man. Whenever I want to play a satisfying shooter now, I'm just going to play Warframe. I tried Path of Exile, and I played it for like an hour. Something like that. And I was like, oh, I should go back to this later, and I never have. I even still have it installed. It's one of those games I haven't deleted because I'm like, yeah, I'll go back to this. And then every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't really feel like putting in the time or energy to really start to get this game, you know? So, which is probably for the best, honestly, because Path of Exile, from what I hear, is super involved, even though it's really just kind of a MMO Diablo. But, you know, it's one of those loot-based games where there's 10 bazillion things you can do with a lot of stuff, it sounds like, and yeah. That's not something I'm going to get into. But like I said, I like to dabble. Oh yeah, that's it to Otaku-chan. 358 divided by 2 days. I don't even know how you say that. Oop, I did it again. I think that's it anyway. You could be totally lying to me and I wouldn't have a clue right now. I just know it's a ridiculous, like, fraction title or something. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be divided by, or you're supposed to say, like, cross to, or what. I have no idea how you're actually supposed to say the title. I guess it's like Aquas, or Aquas, I should say, I guess, or Aqua. See, I can't even say it right even after being told. You said it's like derivative of Aqua and Ours, so I guess it'd be like Aquars? If you were to, like, Englishize it with no accent, I don't know. I just need to wait for the anime. Until then, I'm just gonna call them Not Muse. So who's excited for Not Muse? I feel like in the anime, they'll say like Aquaruzu, or Aquaruzu, something like that. But I don't know. My fake Japanese accent is not very good to begin with, so MMOs are all love-hate for me. Yeah, I noticed you played a lot of Blade and Soul, Shizuku. You know, I wasn't going to touch Blade and Soul because it's NC-Soft, and I've told you how I feel about NC-Soft before. I don't know, I enjoy having a game. Basically, I enjoy the forward progression that you get in MMOs, and I love alting. That's kind of where I stand on MMOs in general, I feel like. And I can also... I can find something kind of meditative in farming or grinding or something like that. It all depends on my mood. But, yeah, you know, there's definitely times where MMOs are just like, ugh. You know, I don't feel like doing this kind of repetitive task or anything like that. So I understand. I think. But then again, I've never really been into PvP like you're into, Shizuku. Like, I actively avoid PvP, in every MMO I've ever played, I've avoided PvP. Just because of what I always see of the PvP community, which is always a bunch of assholes. And I'm like, you know what? I deal with enough of that in my real life. I don't need these people ruining my happy Fun Time Land games. You people need to relax. Chill out. You're playing a game. It ain't that serious. I mean, then again, I say that, but it's not like I haven't treated games I've played seriously. Particularly MMOs, it's like, I disagree with this design decision, and here's why. Not that I'm one of those people who posts religiously on forums or anything, but, you know. Let's see. Oh, is that on the China server, Shizuku? I thought you played the English. Or you mean you had in the past played it on the Chinese server? Title's based on how many days the character has been in the group he's in called Organization 13. Sure, Otaku-chan. To me, it's just a dumb title. Like, you need a title that says something to people, you know, in general. That's what I learned in basic marketing, and that title doesn't tell you anything about the game. So to me, it's a terrible title, and I'll stand by that, but that's me. My only hope for Accords is that... I'm still just going to be calling them Accords, I think, because apparently I cannot internalize otherwise. Is that they won't be a direct knockoff of Muse. It'll be an original story and character development. I hope so, too. I hope they don't go through the same arc. But it's already the same premise, so I'm kind of worried about that. Our school is closing. Oh, no. I'm like, really, guys? But, hey, whatever. That's what you guys want to do. That's fine. I guess I'm out of smile cards to train with that alpaca, so I guess I'll just delete it. Oh, and I did not scroll back down, my bad. I'm way behind. I've never heard Umi's line there, that's great. She said, "Anata no hero." But anyway, I tried out Terra, Otaku-chan, but I don't know, it was one of those weird things where the mouse action controls were just strange to me and I couldn't really get into it, but that's just me again. Probably going for a French feel with the word Akua. Again, I'm never going to internalize that, but... The characters, from what I've researched, are pretty far in between and don't act much like you Muse, maybe a few exceptions, though. I hope so, Otaku-chan. I like PvP games, but there's a bunch of toxicity there, yeah. I mean, I know that's generalizing, but it's one of those things where a few bad apples ruin the bunch, you know? And it just... I don't have the patience for that kind of thing at this point in my life, so I just don't deal with it. The name was picked by the community? Really? I did not know that, Shizuku. Runner-up was Lear. At least I could say that. Or Lur, then again I could have been saying that wrong, I don't know. 3, 5, 8 days over 2. Yeah, that's a freaking great title there, Square. Good job. GG, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to actually playing a game on the streaming game channel that I have. Oops. Okay, I didn't pick my team. Good. Okay. Oh, I almost missed this one. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream soon just because I'm so hot. Plus, I think it's actually close to the time where I wanted to end it anyway. But I haven't really been paying attention to the time. But holy crap. I am roasting in hell over here. I'm gonna have to take like somewhere between half an hour to an hour just to cool down. But then again, I was criticizing the title of the Kingdom Hearts blah blah number over a blah blah whatever, no one cares. But here's the thing. Maybe I hate the title less than the 300,000th, subtitle that is vengeance or retribution or any of those titles. Stuff like that, because those are so overused to the point of just being grating almost, Roasting in hell, how fitting. Idle hell, that is. Woo! Oh, I am way behind in chat. GG Square on your titles, yep. Terra PvP community was very bad. Yeah. I can definitely see it, especially in that type of game. Because when I played, I was in the starter zone, of course. And the community there seemed real. I mean, I guess this is kind of the case in any free-to-play MMO in the first zone. Because, I've been to numerous of those, and they're pretty bad generally. But, man, Terra's was real bad. But a lot of bad feelings. Once in a 3v3, my partner, who I hated, yelled at our healer until she cried. Yeah, that's real bad. Then we split up. That sucks, Shizuku, but yeah, that's way, way too far, obviously. It's just one mild example. Wouldn't want to crap up your chat with serious stuff. Yeah, it sucks, Shizuku. Sorry about that. But PvP, man. See, I just don't want to deal with it, so I don't get involved. Not saying that all PvP is like that, mind you. Wish it wasn't such a common thing in PvP, but people will be people, yep. Japanese just have horrible branding, in my opinion. Or at least their branding doesn't translate to the West well. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of something they're more used to, in a way. I mean, maybe not crappy branding, but that sort of branding, it's just not something I am familiar with, at least. Why are you so good at El Sif? Hey there, Beagle Violinist. Thanks for dropping in. Just a lot of practice. This is the only reason I can play like this, honestly. Got the skills to pay the bills, Beagle. Yeah, I wish. This was paying the bills, man. Project Diva F, Persona 4 Golden, etc. Yeah, I never even thought about the Golden in Persona 4. This is kind of strange. Fate. Oh, yeah, the Fate game. I know what you're talking about. Kaled, Linear, Prisma, Star Ilia. Yeah, I am very familiar with the Fate series. The original one is Fate/Stay Night. That's the title of it. Doesn't tell you anything about it, but I love it. So, yeah. I may have sent you a little message on Sif. Oh, cool, Otaku-chan. I'll definitely check that out later. Welcome to the stream, Beagle Violinist. Second or third song? Second, I think? I'm going to be starting this again in a second, Beagle, but I'm trying to catch up with chat because I'm way behind. Love with the sequel to the anime, just have an extra star or exclamation point. Yeah. Only have smile score up UR, story of my life. Hey, all the URs you can get, Beagle. I only have one UR and it's perfect lock. Ah, perfect lockers, I love it. Okay, this is the third song. Because, there's no way I could have gotten an 800 combo on one song. I want that Killer Instinct announcer to like just do the announcements for my life, basically. So like when I hit 1,000 combo there, I want to hear him say like, Ultra Combo, you know, that kind of thing. I ask a girl to marry me. I'm like, will you marry me? And you know, the announcer behind me is like, will you marry him? And I'm like, yeah. Just got intense, didn't it? You can be as laid back as you want. That guy just makes everything more exciting. Or like the Darkest Dungeon narrator. Yeah, that guy. If you don't know anything about that guy, you should just check it out just to hear that guy. Like, right now, he'd be like, don't forget that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. At the very end of the song. I've been watching people play a lot of Darkest Dungeon, and not playing Darkest Dungeon myself recently because it drives me crazy. Okay, so nothing particularly of note. Dot hack sign, yep. I love Dot hack sign. Well, I shouldn't say I loved it. I love the music of Dot hack sign a lot. The anime was strange, but I still liked it. Also helps it's like 7 lucky goddess Ellie. Yeah, that's true, Otaku-chan. That'd be awesome to have in Sif. Yeah. Hard to say no if that guy was behind you. Yep, you got it. Okay, this is gonna actually be the last 2 songs. I just realized it's 15 minutes past when I intended to end the stream. And I need to start winding it down so I can get some sleep. It has been a blast hanging out with you guys tonight, though. Just talking about anything and everything. I like it. Power luck on EN. Give me all the luck. I'm gonna need it with the ladders in this song. Of course, what I mean by luck is perfect locker luck. But I do intend to stream at some point tomorrow, provided that nothing pops up. I don't think it will. But, yeah. It will probably be at some point in the afternoon tomorrow. I definitely want to start making progress earlier in the day tomorrow, because today I did not make all the progress in the event that I wanted to. if I am going to gain 4 more levels, being that I have 3 more days off, which is pretty awesome in a way, I gotta say. But yeah, anyway, since I have so much time off, I definitely want to gain some levels. I lucked out in that regard. So happy about URs though. Went to Lily White scouting for initial. Our Nozomi solo got Valentine's version 2 Nozomi. Congrats, Beagle. That's awesome. Before we go into daring, have a narrator for my life, it'd be the one who does the voice of Mortal Kombat. That's a good choice. My narrator would be Uchida Aya. I don't think I know who she is. You can talk casually with the streamer. They're a good streamer. Hey, I appreciate that, Otaku-chan. I'm what you call a bad streamer. That's not true, Shizuku. You talk to chat. Yeah, let's finish up this last song. I'll probably chat with you guys for another minute, and then I gotta run, because it is getting late, and as I've said several times now, I'm basically boiling from the inside out, so, like, yeah, that's something I should definitely address. I love this song, man. It's so awesome that we get to end off the stream on Daring. Number one, my love, only one. And then I remember again, as I always do when I sing along, that you guys are actually hearing the audio slightly after I do, so it's completely out of sync. Don't forget to see my totally important, serious message. Okay, I'll check that, Otaku-chan. It's very important. I suck at ladders. I'm with you, Beagle. Still love to play EX and technicals because they're fun. Yeah, I'm the same way. You know, I still like to play the harder stuff in general. Unless I'm, like, really tired or I'm playing on a surface that is, like, I can't perform as well on. And then it's like, okay, just stick with a regular expert. And I did remove again for the 4 billionth time. Sorry, I'm just so new to Twitch. Ah! What emote is that? Oh, sloth. See, apparently I'm more new to Twitch because I don't know any of these emotes. Hey, Marlena! How you doing today? Ladders are my worst nightmare. Try to make sure to join the stream again tomorrow. Depends on because I have to work out and edit tomorrow. Cool deal, Taka-chan. Hey, you know, if you can make it, great. If not, no worries at all. Unfollowed, unfriended. Yeah, I have no idea who Uchida Aya is, rather. Kotori Seiru. Oh, I don't remember Seiru names. So, yeah, I'll just... I'll just say that now. She voices Kotori. Okay, yeah. Daring is one of the most fun maps. Yeah, it's a blast, and I love the song. But yeah, let me take a look at Otaku's very important message here, which is not here, actually. I don't have your message, Otaku. Sometimes I just have the best luck or the worst. And such is the way of Lady Luck. Wish I could play the expert version more often. Of Daring? Yeah, me too. Just gonna go to here. Can't save up either, Beagles. Why I just buy gems? Yeah, I just buy gems to tier events at this point. I find I have more fun that way. What do you use for screen recording? The program is OBS. I'm playing on an iPad 4, I think it is, and I'm using the Lightning AC. Lightning AC adapter with the charger. And I have that hooked up to an HDMI cable, or rather, the HDMI cable's inputted into the Lightning adapter. I have that plugged into an HDMI splitter. I have another HDMI cable going out the back of that, and the USB from that splitter. Or not the HDMI. Man. Oh man, I'm. I can't think. There's so many damn wires. Right, the HDMI cable from there goes into the capture card. And that's an HD60 Elgato. That has a USB cable which goes into the computer, and I have an HDMI out of that, which goes into my second monitor, which I plug my headphones into, and that lets me hear the music. So yeah, it is a lot. Kotori is a healer. Yeah, my only Hanayo UR is a healer, Shizuku. One day I'll get a Kotori card that isn't a healer or perfect locker. Hey, perfect lockers are valuable, Shizuku. I stand by that. Why? Because you get to be lazier in medley festivals. I have 2 Rin URs. Wow, that's nice, Marilena. Healer URs. They're everywhere. Hey, Anime Sky. Welcome to the chat, but I am about to end the stream. Just fair warning. Yeah, New Year's Honker UR is awesome. It looks really good, too. Tried to send another one. I'll check. Yeah, I still got nothing, Otaku. Yeah, it's pretty decent, Anime Sky, but yeah, I'm not even... Cool Guy was in here earlier, and look at him. He's 10th with 178,000. Look at that guy go. Cool Guy has a while to go before he escapes idle hell, though. Yeah, he's got to gain 88 ranks to get to 500, so he's got a while to go before August. First UR was Best Girl Panna. Why luck you're not helping with saving? Oh, the UR hype. Yeah, sorry, Anime Sky. I've been going for a little over 2 hours, and it's really late here. Speaking of, I actually do really need to end the stream, so that is going to be it, guys. Thanks again for dropping in. It was a lot of fun hanging out and chatting with you guys tonight, and of course playing some Sith. Again, I'll be streaming tomorrow if you guys get time. It will be much earlier, at least, according to my time, tomorrow, if all goes according to plan. So feel free to drop in if you like. If you're interested, when I do go live, feel free to follow me. If not, just drop in if you feel like it. So, yeah, thank you guys very much, and I will see you next time.